In 1994, Jeff Bezos sat at a wooden desk made from a door in his garage. Today, he commands an empire so vast, so powerful, and so rich that it feels more like a sci-fi fantasy than reality. He isn't just one of the richest men alive. He's the man who changed how the entire planet shops, works, reads, and even thinks about the future. But while everyone talks about Amazon, what's rarely seen is the lifestyle behind the empire. The private jets, the $500 million yacht, the secretive mansions, the obsession with space, and even the search for immortality. Today, we go beyond the headlines to reveal what the billionaire life of Jeff Bezos really looks like. Jeff Bezos wasn't born rich. In fact, he was raised by a teenage mom and adopted by a Cuban immigrant stepfather. He excelled in school and eventually graduated from Princeton with a degree in computer science. In the early 90s, while working at a hedge fund, Bezos came across a statistic. The internet was growing at 2,300% per year. That one number changed his life. He left his job, drove to Seattle, and founded Amazon out of his garage. The first product? Books. But Bezos wasn't interested in just selling paperbacks. He had a vision of creating the everything store. A platform that could sell everything to everyone, everywhere. Amazon grew rapidly, expanding into electronics, clothing, groceries, and digital services. Then came Amazon Prime, Kindle, AWS, Amazon Web Services, and Prime Video. And suddenly, Bezos wasn't just in retail. He was in entertainment, technology, cloud computing, and logistics. At its peak, Amazon made Jeff Bezos worth more than $200 billion, briefly making him the richest human on Earth. But with that kind of money, the world becomes your playground. Let's start with the ultimate billionaire status symbol, the super yacht. Bezos owns the 417-foot-long Koru, a sailing yacht that cost an estimated $500 million to build. It includes a pool, cinema, several lounges, multiple decks, and a dedicated support yacht called Abeona that carries his helicopter, water toys, and security detail. This isn't just a boat, it's a floating 5-star hotel, private island, and office suite all in one. When Bezos isn't sailing, he's flying high in his Gulfstream G700, one of the most luxurious private jets in the world, valued at $75 million. It can fly over 7,500 miles non-stop, has a private bedroom, conference areas, leather recliners, and entertainment systems more advanced than those on commercial airlines. He reportedly spends millions each year on travel and security, often accompanied by his team, chefs, trainers, and advisors, essentially moving with a small mobile kingdom. But Bezos doesn't just collect transportation. He collects the future. He's obsessed with gadgets, AI, and futuristic home tech that hasn't even hit the consumer market yet. He's not just a customer of luxury. He's a tester of tomorrow. Bezos's real estate portfolio is worth over $500 million, and every home he owns is hand-picked for power, privacy, and prestige. Let's start with Washington, D.C. Mansion. Purchased for $23 million, this 27,000-square-foot property was once the Textile Museum. Bezos transformed it into a palace with 25 bathrooms, ballrooms, a library, and whiskey cellar. All just steps from the White House. Medina, Washington Estate. Located near Amazon HQ, this lakefront home includes 2 mansions, private docks, and underground tunnels. It's a fortress disguised as a family home. Beverly Hills compound. Purchased for $165 million, it includes gardens, a 9-hole golf course, guest houses, and a tennis court. Once owned by Hollywood royalty, it's now part of Bezos's West Coast base, Hawaii Estate. A recent addition, his Maui estate spans 14 acres, featuring a private beach, eco-smart design, and on-site staff quarters. It's a paradise built for peace and maximum secrecy. Every home is layered with security systems, AI automation, biometric locks, and guard patrols. Jeff Bezos isn't just rich, he lives like a head of state. But Jeff Bezos's most expensive obsession isn't land, jets, or yachts. It's space. In 2000, Bezos founded Blue Origin, a private space company with the goal of building reusable rockets and enabling humanity to live beyond Earth. He's invested billions into space technology, quietly building a fleet of rockets, landing pads, and test facilities. In July 2021, Bezos boarded the New Shepard rocket and launched into suborbital space. The journey lasted 11 minutes, but symbolized a much bigger mission: to make space tourism mainstream and prepare for life beyond Earth. Bezos's long-term goal? Colonies in orbit, cities in space. He said that future generations may visit Earth the same way we visit national parks, for recreation, not for living. And if that sounds too sci-fi, here's something even wilder. Bezos has reportedly invested in Altos Labs, a biotech startup focused on anti-aging and cellular reprogramming. In simpler terms, reversing the aging process. He's recruited some of the top scientists in the world to help him explore ways to extend human lifespan, repair damaged cells, and perhaps, one day, make death optional. Some critics call it a billionaire fantasy. Others see it as the natural next step for a man who has conquered Earth and now wants to conquer time. It's not just about living forever. It's about ensuring he's alive to see the future he's building. Jeff Bezos isn't just wealthy, he's powerful. He owns the Washington Post, giving him significant influence over U.S. media. He owns Amazon Web Services, which powers much of the world's internet infrastructure. He owns Ring, the home security company watching neighborhoods across America. And he owns Whole Foods, reshaping how millions eat. He can shift markets with a single tweet, affect global supply chains with one decision, and change industries with a quiet investment. Some see him as a brilliant innovator. Others fear his growing control. Either way, one thing is certain: he's shaping the 21st century like few others can. From humble beginnings in a garage to the edge of space, Jeff Bezos has redefined success, ambition, and luxury. He doesn't just live a billionaire life. He lives in a world of private islands, spacecraft, AI homes, immortality labs, and global influence. It's a life that almost feels unreal. Yet, it's all very real for the man behind Amazon. But the question remains: where does it all go next? If you found Jeff Bezos's billionaire lifestyle fascinating, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.